What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Game Plan Pod. I'm Peter.
And I'm Vincent.
And today we're going to be talking about the Kyle Tucker sweepstakes. There's been a lot of rumors about Kyle Tucker recently. Is he going to sign today? Is he going to sign in the next couple of days? Who knows? But Vincent, would you want him for the Mets and for how much?
Yes, 100% I would want him for the Mets. Now that they got him kind of like dangling in front of me, like they're saying that they're aggressively pursuing him, I do want him for the Mets. I think that this is a bat they much really need after losing Nimmo and Alonso. McNeil a little bit, but more of Alonso and Nimmo's because they have the power on their side. But I have to say, I really do want Kyle Tucker, and I really do think that this right now. What I'm hearing is that they're offering him 4 years, $200 million with opt-outs, multiple opt-outs. I don't know if it's after the first year or if it's after the second. Preferably, hopefully after the second year, because I want at least 2 years of him, and not have to fight for him again in free agency. But look, 4 years, 200. That's a lot of money. That's $50 million a year.
That's a lot.
And they're obviously the other two teams are the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, who the Blue Jays are willing to go with length. They're apparently willing to offer Kyle Tucker a 10-year deal. But it depends on, it's like $50 million a year is a lot. That's $1 million less than what Soto is making for the Mets right now, I'm pretty sure. And I have to say, that's a pretty hard deal to turn down. I know that he wanted long-term, but the fact that it's taking him this long to make the decision makes me feel that the Mets might have a good shot at getting him at 4 years. Maybe do they have to bump it up to 5 years? I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Who knows? Maybe they get him that extra year to see what he wants. But I'm completely fine with giving him that contract because I just think that now the market is completely out of this world and they really can't lose out on another big bat because right now their lineup is very incomplete and not anywhere near as scary as what is last year. And I really hope that the Mets are able to pull this off. I don't know where he's going to go. I really can't be confident that he's going to come to the Mets because I feel like the Blue Jays are a big threat. They've been willing to spend. I feel like they're out for revenge after blowing, not being able to seal the deal in the World Series. After I think they're up 3-2 in the 3-2 in the series against the Dodgers. So I really think they're out for revenge and they really want that World Series. So I don't know. I can't give you a confident take where he's going to end up. So what do you think?
Look, I mean, I agree with you on the part where the Blue Jays are out for revenge. I mean, they've been splurging this offseason, and they're really pursuing Tucker, it sounds like. A 10-year deal to Tucker is honestly insane to me. I don't know how that's a real even offer on the table for him. I mean, depends how much. Maybe it's like 10 years, 20 a year, maybe something like that.
10 years. I heard it's around if he gets a long-term deal, it'd be 35 a year.
Wow. I mean, I don't know how you turn that down. If I'm Kyle Tucker, I'm definitely taking that over a shorter-term deal.
I mean,
but if he wants to bet on himself and take the shorter-term, more money deal with the Mets, then that's the option you take. I mean, for me, I want him as a Met fan. I want him. And I think there's been a lot of rumors that he is going to be a Met. But honestly, I feel like it's a coin flip right now. It's a coin flip between the Mets and the Blue Jays. Dodgers, I didn't see much about them. I don't know if they're still in it. I feel like, I haven't heard any rumors about what they offered him. I mean, maybe they're offering him a World Series ring in return for 1 year. I don't know. But, as a Met fan, $50 a year for Kyle Tucker, where maybe we should have paid that to Pete Alonso.
And it would have been less.
And it would have been less, which hurts, giving that to Kyle Tucker instead of Pete Alonso. But, hey, you got to move forward. You got to move past it, I guess. Even though we got Pete Alonso on the wall over there reminding us that David Stearns is an idiot.
And we're not taking it down,
We're never going to take it down. We still love Pete. I don't care that he's an Oriole now. He didn't betray us, unlike some other players. Saquon Barkley. But,
hold on. I need to stop you here on this. Steve Cohen just tweeted this.
What?
Hold on.
What?
He just said, let me know when you see smoke. And you know how...
What does that mean?
Hold on. Steve Cohen just put out on X. I have him right here.
Pull it up.
Right here. Let me know when you see smoke. And remember
what does that mean?
Wait, who posted that right before a Giants account posted white smoke right before the Giants signed John Harbaugh? Could this be something?
Dude, what is this conformity gate theories right now?
What's going on right now in New York? This could he be coming?
Oh, now that makes me think Kyle Tucker's a Met.
If he is a Met, look.
My prediction right now, I think he's going to be a Met. I mean, that's what I've just been hearing with the rumors, but it could still be a coin flip. It could still easily be the Blue Jays. But I don't know.
still think it's a
I don't know
coin
what
flip.
that like encrypted message Steve
Means.
Cohen is saying. What does that mean?
I don't know.
And we'll put the tweet up right here so you can see it. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna put out my phone to the camera.
I'll put it on the screen.
But yeah, that's what you got to see there. Let me know when you see the smoke. I don't know.
Let me know when you see the smoke.
That's a very cryptic tweet. So
I don't know. Maybe we should keep rolling for a few minutes to see if something happens.
I don't know.
Let me know when you see the smoke. What
I
does
don't
that
know.
mean? It has 112K views. What does this mean? People are saying.
Could this mean that we might be getting Tucker? We don't know. Could it mean something else? Could it mean maybe Framer Valdez, who the Mets have been connected to?
Yeah, I mean, look, Framer Valdez, I would love him. I mean, he would be our ace, you know.
Obviously, we need pitching help, obviously, but the one problem is I have to with the Framer Valdez thing is he a good locker room guy? As you obviously remember last year in Houston, he had the little crossover with his catcher. We don't know if that was on accident or on purpose, but that's another thing. But again,
Yeah.
Framer Valdez still a great pitcher.
But if it's gonna be someone right now, I guarantee you it's gonna be Kyle Tucker. It's not gonna be Framer Valdez.
I don't think I completely agree.
I think Kyle Tucker's gonna sign in the next couple of days or announce it at least in today or maybe right now. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Right.
That's why I want to keep milking
Steve
this
Cohen
out.
just tweeted that out.
Steve Cohen.
I saw my
I
phone
think he's
buzzing.
a Met. I think that's it. I mean, now I'm in my hopes up. I think that's it.
I really
what does
hope.
that mean?
I don't know. I'm still thinking it's a coin
Because
flip.
there have been a lot of reports that Steve Cohen's been very involved in the pursuit for Kyle
Yeah.
Tucker.
Here's another thing you have to play into the fact with the Dodgers and the Blue Jays with the Kyle Tucker sweepstakes. They apparently something like how the MLB draft works. If one of them sign Kyle Tucker, they have to forfeit a lot of like their draft picks for compensation or whatever.
Okay.
So that could be playing a factor because obviously no team wants to dwindle their draft. I know the MLB draft is huge, has a lot of rounds, and you can find hidden gems in the later rounds, but not a lot of people obviously want to hurt like their farm system not being able to build it up from the draft possibly. So you don't know. Let's see what happens, and maybe this means Tucker's a Met. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it means something else. But this is getting me a little excited now. I think we could be expecting a decision by either tonight. Hopefully now. I really, like you said, hopefully
Yeah.
now. I would like to get our live reaction to it. But
I mean,
or it could
I wish
even
we
be,
could.
It could be anything for. It could be anything from before.
Every single tweet, dude. I
gotta
can
look.
check now. I got my
know.
phone by my
So-
side. It could be any minute now. I feel like John Heyman. Reposting that. What does that mean? Does John Heyman know something we don't?
He doesn't know. Does Jeff Passan break the news?
I'm waiting for breaking news. All-star outfielder Kyle Tucker agrees to deal with the New York Mets. 4 years, $200 million with an opt-out.
I mean, we have to see what's going on. I'm very intrigued now after that. That got my hopes up a little bit now.
Let me ask you a question now. If the Mets don't land Kyle Tucker, even though we both think we do, what's the plan? What's the backup plan for the New York Mets?
I don't know. If they're willing to give Tucker this deal, are they going to be willing to give Cody Bellinger his 7 years, $250, which I don't think they should.
No.
If I'm trying to get Cody Bellinger, I would try and give him a short-term deal.
Yeah.
But if they're not going to get Bellinger, if they don't get Tucker, I know you're not going to like to hear this, but they might pivot to like Luis Robert from the White Sox.
Oh my God.
The big downgrade.
That is the worst case scenario.
But that's why I really do think Kyle Tucker is the way to go. I also didn't see the Mets are connected to Brenton Doyle on the Rockies
I saw that.
for center field. But if they trade for Brenton Doyle, in my opinion, I think that means that Taylor might not have that much of a role on the team anymore, especially if they do get Tucker.
Let's go back to Belly because
Let's see.
we've seen a lot of rumors about Cody Bellinger getting offers from the Mets being short term and getting communication with the Yankees, but he really is seeking a monster 7-year deal worth a lot of money. And I've seen that there's a lot of questions from the Yankees front office, and I really hope the Mets don't offer him a huge contract like that. I would not do that at all, in my opinion. He had a good year from a slow start, but I would not give him 7 years at all. If I were going to pay someone 7 years, I'd do Alonso. But
They completely, like you said, it kind of contradicted. If you didn't give Alonso that deal, who Bellinger and Alonso are the same age, it kind of makes Stearns wonder why would you let Alonso walk if you're going to bring in Bellinger? It's how it is.
Do you think has there been rumors about Bellinger maybe going to the Blue Jays if they don't get Kyle Tucker? You think that's a possibility?
I have seen that. I have
Okay.
seen that. That was like way early in the offseason that Blue Jays could be connected to him. But I don't know. I think that at this point now, I think Cody Bellinger looks like he's going to end up a Yankee because I think
Yeah.
the Yankees are heavily pursuing trying to find a deal that fits them both well to bring him back to the Yankees.
Because I mean, the Yankees haven't done a single thing. I feel like Cody Bellinger is going to be. I mean, they're really in pursuit of Bellinger right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. But you know,
I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Because obviously the big free agents still out there. Obviously Tucker, Bellinger, Valdez, Eugenio Suarez, Zach Gallen. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. But look, Steve Cohen's tweet. Please tell me that means it means something right now. It's going to be breaking in the next, like, if it's not now, in the next hour or so. I really need this. Mets fans have been through it this offseason. And I really do think that.
oh, you know what's funny?
Oh, I thought that.
You know what's funny? I forgot to tell you this. Last night I was sleeping, right? I had a dream. It was like, I don't know. I was like going in a safari, and then all of a sudden, like we're in this room and we're doing a podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Picture this, and my phone goes off, and it goes, Kyle Tucker signs for the Mets, 4 years, 200. I don't know what that means, but I don't
Hey,
know.
Who knows?
Maybe our brains are connected some way, but I think Kyle Tucker's a New York Met.
I really hope so. I really hope this is because I forgot to mention this. When Kyle Tucker got drafted by Houston, guess who was I think scouted him out or was in the front office while he was there? David Stearns.
Wow.
So there could be a connection there too. I don't know how much they knew each other or anything, but that's how it is. And well, I really hope Kyle Tucker, please be a New York Met. I'm really begging it. I really hope this is the.
Yeah, Kyle Tucker. I mean, he's a phenomenal
Look.
hitter. He'd be batted 266 with 22 home runs, 73 RBIs, and 841
And think
OPS.
That's also a down year for him.
That is a
technically
technically,
he struggled, but he's
The year before, I mean, he only played 78 games, so maybe he was rehabbing from an injury. He batted 290. Year before, he played 157 games and batted 284 with 29 home runs and 112 RBIs. So he has the potential to like hit 100 RBIs in a season and maybe north of 30 home runs. But I mean,
can you just think of that, an outfield of Kyle Tucker and Juan Soto?
That's
possibly for the
unbelievable.
Mets. I mean, look, that will get me intrigued for the 2026 season again. Because right now, like, yes, we got Jorge Polanco, we got Devin Williams, we got Luke Weaver. If I'm missing anyone else that we signed or traded for, Marcus Semien, obviously, but he was just, I think he's more of a defensive grab. Look, if they get Kyle Tucker and an ace, maybe the season's back on. We don't know. We'll see. But
you know what's funny?
Kyle Tucker.
They didn't update the depth chart on ESPN for the Mets. It's still Pete Alonso at first, McNeil at second, Nimmo in left field,
They still
Jesse
have it.
Winker at DH, and
Oh.
Marte behind him.
I remember that. I don't know. You know who I've also seen with the Mets is the best saying bring back Starling Marte for like a minute.
I know. He played good last year, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they just don't want to bring anyone back right now. I feel like that's their motive is just they want to change the
Yeah.
entire core of
But
this team. But
Marte was a good locker room guy that kept the team
Yeah,
together somewhat.
true.
So we'll see. I don't know, but
one guy who recently left the Mets and signed with a different team is Ryan Stanek. What are your thoughts on him?
he went to the St. Louis Cardinals. I mean, look, when he came to us in the 2024 deadline, I liked him. I think he had the fire that needed to be lit for this team, especially. When
I think he was
playoffs.
awful.
And then
to
the
be
2024, he was good. I think 2025, he was terrible. Very bad for us. I didn't like him in 2025.
In 2024, he had a 6 ERA. He's been nothing but bad for us, in my opinion.
Really?
He had a 6 ERA in 2024.
When he came into the postseason for us, he had some big moments getting out.
He did, that's true. But then last year he had a 5.3 ERA. He was horrific.
Yeah, he was not good.
He was hurting the team
Look.
more than helping us, and that really affected us and made us, go out and get some bad pitchers. Like maybe Tyler Rogers wasn't bad, but like it made us do that and lose some prospects because of it.
Exactly, and I just don't think. Well, we only trade. It was a 1-for-1 deal with him, and Stanek going. I don't think that's a big loss for us. And
It's
overall,
not, but
it's not.
it's a sign that we need to start doing stuff.
Yeah, because that was a bad signing. I don't know. The Mets still have some work to do. A month till spring training, and who knows what's going on right now tonight? Let's see.